Let's talk today about why some women want to be married so badly they'll practically marry anybody who asks. And no, it's not because they're desperate, it's deeper than that. Let's talk about it.
What? Like how Donald Trump sent out that law. I'm getting deported.
What?
Yeah, and I need to they say now I need to marry a U.S. citizen and stuff like that. I was gonna say
I'll marry me.
You will be my wife.
Hell yeah.
I'll give you.
You already my boo.
I'll give you 10,000 too.
I don't need that. I like you.
For real?
Yeah.
All right, so this is how the process is gonna work, right? We gonna me and you. We gonna go to Yemen, right?
We gonna go where?
Yemen.
Okay.
You know where there's barely any electricity and stuff like that, because that's where I'm gonna get deported to.
Oh.
And then we gonna have to stay there for 4 years and stuff like that. You're not gonna visit your family, your cousins, none of that. You're gonna have to stay there. And then after that, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get me in here back to America.
But I thought when we get married, you could stay.
Yeah, that's after. After 4 years, 2 years, 3 years after.
Okay.
You would do it?
Yeah, I like you.
For real?
Yeah.
Say wallah.
Huh?
Say wallah.
Wallah.
Hey, you a real one though. No, I was just playing. I'm not getting deported.
Okay. So you guys, we got to talk about this, right? Because there's a real thing that's tied into society that gets little girls at a young age to start thinking in these terms, right? Start thinking okay, you need to make sure you get a man. When as they get older, they'll ask, when are you getting married? Don't let a good one get away. That pressure is real for a lot of young women. I mean, you look at this young woman, and you would say to yourself, she's a nice looking young woman. Why would a young woman like this feel like she's so desperate to have someone, to have a man, that this man that she barely knows? Now it looks like one of the, corner stores in the neighborhoods where, you could really get to know people, and you just get to know them randomly, right? You don't really know them, but you see them all the time. And she said, why wouldn't I? You're my boo. I like you, right? So maybe she does find him attractive, but to say yes, this man just laid out all of these situations. You're going to Yemen. She don't even know where Yemen is. She doesn't even know what it is. He says you're going to be there for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You're not going to be able to see your family. And she thinks about it for 3 or 4 seconds and says, yes, I'll do it. This is a woman who wants to be a wife, not to this guy, but to be chosen by a man. She's willing to be chosen by a man, even if it's any man. Now look, there's a couple things that arrive that how a woman arrives at this, right? One of the reasons that is that she's often afraid to be alone. Her friends are getting married, social media is full of couples. Meanwhile, she's asking herself, what's wrong with me? That fear of being left behind will have a woman settling fast, and just to say she's got someone, just to say she's in the club, that I've got a man now. And that is just wrong. So this also happens because of low self-worth. Let's tell the truth. If she doesn't believe she's truly worthy of deep, lasting love, she'll accept crumbs and convince herself it's a feast. She'll take whatever or whoever shows consistent interest, even if he's not aligned. Why would this young woman accept this? It's because she's got this idea in her mind that marriage equals saving. She wants to be saved, not from a burning building, but from loneliness, from struggle, from insecurity. She's not looking for a partner. She's looking for a rescue. She's not really looking for a husband. She's looking for help. And let's go deeper on this, right? She's also been sold a fantasy. The movies, TV, love songs, they all told her that marriage equals happily ever after. And so she chases the dream, not the reality, and ends up in situations she can't grow in. And she feels stuck. Listen, of course, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be married, right? But you have to be wanting to be married for the right reason. Wanting to be married is a beautiful thing, but not at the cost of your peace, your standards, or your soul. Don't marry someone just to be married. Marry because the man matches your mission. But before you can do that, you have to have a mission. You can't wait for somebody else to present the mission, present who you are and what you're supposed to be doing, and then hope that they're going to pour it all on into you, right? You have to have it for yourself from the beginning. All right, so hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We've got more to come. See you next time. Peace.